the Bills aren't going to be the number one team, but I ordered a Josh Allen jersey. By the way, voice just crying. This thing looks pretty sick. I like it. So I got a Josh Allen jersey, and Josh Allen threw 5 touchdowns. We'll talk about them in a second. Welcome back, everybody, to We Are Ruin Sports. Top 10 NFL teams. Before we get right into the top 10 NFL teams, had to show off Josh Allen jersey. Had other jerseys. Got a Steelers Antonio Brown jersey because he's on the Steelers, and most people probably remember him on Steelers. So, yeah, just ordered some jerseys, and we'll see what's going on. Honorable mentions for you in top 10. Cowboys came very close. They were close, but they're 2-1. Can't really be too mad at them. Their only loss is to the Buccaneers. They beat the Chargers, and they beat the Eagles in a pretty dominant fashion. Their defense looked really, really good, but I got just outside. 49ers, tough loss against Green Bay Packers, 37 seconds, and Aaron Rodgers being the GOAT gets them outside the top 10. Seattle Seahawks, right outside the top 10. I still think they're outside the top 10, apparently because of Russell Wilson, but clearly everything else on that team is bad because they've been bad. And then the Tennessee Titans, they're 2-1. They beat the Seahawks. They beat up on the terrible Colts, and they lost to the Cardinals, so I don't really know what to get from them, but they're 2-1. Now, let's get started with number 10. We got the undefeated Carolina Panthers. Sam Darnold's good? Question mark. Colin Cowherd's been trying to tell us all that. He's been good. And Sam Darnold is proving it. He's out Adam Gase. I love Matt Rule, and he's turning around Sam Darnold's career. That defense is stepping up. Sure, they had an easy game against the Texans, but they're 3-0. So, they beat the Saints, who we all, I think, consider are a good team, and they beat the Texans, who aren't really that good of a team. And they also beat the Jets, who also aren't really that good of a team, but they beat the Saints, who demolished the Packers, who are at 9. Did a video talking about them and the 49ers. If you haven't seen that video already, go ahead and check it out. Number 8, got the Las Vegas Raiders. They're going to drop back a little bit, move them down a spot. They beat the Dolphins without Jacoby Brissett, who laid it out on the line. Overtime victory. Beat them by 3. And, yeah, safety, bad offensive play calling, I think, lost the Dolphins this game. The Raiders should have lost this game. They should have lost this game, but they came back and won it. Derek Carr still leads league in passing. Defense came up clutch when it mattered and stopping the Dolphins, who they really couldn't stop all day. So, Raiders remain undefeated. They're coming in at number 8. Number 7, I got the Arizona Cardinals. They're undefeated. They are in the lead, tied for the lead in the NFC West. Kyler Murray's still balling out. Hopkins is still balling out. And I think they get that run game going. That defense needs to step up a little bit. We saw it stepped up against the Titans. It needs to step up again. They got the Los Angeles Rams coming up. You best believe it's sole for possession of maybe the best division in football. Maybe next to the AFC West, but the West are really, really good. So I got the Cardinals at 7. They're gonna face the Rams. It's gonna be a real test for them. I think they're gonna put up a fight. I think they're gonna put up a fight. I'll probably take the Rams. We'll see what the odds are for that game, but I'll probably take the Rams. I'm gonna be honest with you. But I think the Cardinals are gonna put up a little more of a fight, and I think they're gonna come in firing. I think Kyler Murray's gonna come in balling out. So yeah, I'm probably taking the Rams for it, but I think the Cardinals are gonna put up more of a fight. Number 6, you got the Chargers, who I also did a video on them, but. Main story short is Justin Herbert went to Arrowhead and beat Patrick Mahomes. He plays the Chiefs really, really well. His first NFL start, Chiefs. And then he just played really well. Nobody expected him to do that. His final game last season, Chiefs didn't start any starters. So he's 1-1 against Mahomes, and we get to see them twice a year for potentially the next 10 years. As long as Herbert stays on Charter, we know Mahomes there for like the next 15 years. So, I mean, those two are going to be very fun to watch compete in division for each other. Number 5, you got the Cleveland Browns, who are really good at running the football, and that defense came off the edge. That's the story. They sacked Justin Fields 9 times, held him to 6 points, no touchdown score. Hey, if Justin Fields is good as quarterback people say, they should have scored a touchdown. He's got weapons in Allen Robinson and Darnell Mooney. Sure, tight end needs a little work, but hey, it's Cole Kmet, Jimmy Graham. They're not terrible. They're not the worst options at tight end out there. And the defense is supposed to be pretty good. And the Browns ran all over it. Kareem Hunt getting in it, proving, hey, he's a pretty good kicker. And he can run the football pretty good. Nick Chubb doing his thing out there. Didn't get a touchdown. Hurts people fantasy teams. But for football-wise, he's pretty good. And, of course, Baker Mayfield just balling out. Browns are at number 5. Number 4, you got the Buffalo Bills. Josh Allen, 5 total touchdowns. Balling out. Okay, this Washington defense, probably way overhyped. But they got a scary D-line. The offensive line held up. They blew out Washington football team. I mean, blew them out of the water. They did like 48-14, I think it was, maybe 43-14, 40-something, 14. Taylor Heineke had a cool pylon dive touchdown, but that's it. Josh Allen came out with a vengeance. 4 touchdown passes and a rushing touchdown. Josh Allen, he's my pick for MVP. He's proven it right. Don't to the week 1. Week 1 against Steelers, fraud. That's preseason. That was an extra preseason game. This Josh Allen we're going to be seeing a lot more. And you know what? It came at perfect time because I had his jersey. At number 3, you got the Kansas City Chiefs. People are overreacting. All these guys that do their YouTube top 10s and top 10 NFL teams. Why the Chiefs? You're telling me you're going to take the Chiefs over the Browns, who the Chiefs beat. You're telling me you're going to take the Chiefs over the Cardinals. You're telling me you're taking the Chiefs over the Raiders, the Packers, Panthers. You're telling me you're going to take the Chiefs over all those teams. Now, I get it. I get the argument for it. They're 1-2. They are a few mistakes away, not Baker Mayfield interception away, from 0-3. I get it. But you're telling me, with Patrick Mahomes and all those weapons, and adding Josh Gordon, you're telling me you're not going to take them over any of these teams? I would take these 2 teams over them, but you're telling me you're not taking the Chiefs over the Chargers? Again? I mean, shoot, they almost won that game, but you're telling me you're not taking them over the 49ers? You're telling me you're not taking them over the Cowboys? You're telling me you're not taking them over the Seahawks? Titans? Look, these people are just dropping the Chiefs. The Chiefs are a top 5 football team. They're going to get their stuff together. It's early September. We played 3 games. There's 14 more of these suckers to go. They're going to bounce back. I think the Chiefs are going to be absolutely fine. It's not overreact. I have more in-depth breakdown of it in another video, which you should go watch after you're done watching this one. Number 2, you get the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, and number 1, you get the Rams. Let's talk about this game real quick. Tom Brady led the team in rushing for the Buccaneers. I don't know if you know this, but Tom Brady is known for his scrambling ability. No, he's not known for his scrambling ability. He's one of the slowest quarterbacks. He's a pocket passer. How are you going to have him lead? Couldn't get any run defense going. I mean, this game never felt close. At halftime, I was like, I don't know, man. Suck up missed that field goal late. That was a big momentum swing. We saw Sean McVay just running up and down the sidelines. He was hype. Stafford's hype. The biggest game of his career, probably. And you know what? He got the win. I still think the Bucs are number 2 because I don't really see any other team beating them besides the Los Angeles Rams. Los Angeles Rams are unstoppable. Matthew Stafford, Cooper Kupp, Aaron Donald, Jalen Ramsey. That defense playing well. That defense played well. This Buccaneers offense was pretty good. It's a pretty good offense. I don't know if you heard Mike Evans, Chris Godwin, Antonio Brown. I don't know, Tom Brady. This defense just shut them down like they were nothing. This game made Tom Brady looked washed. It did. He couldn't do anything offensively. Every time you thought they get a drive going, the Rams made a big stop. The defense is based on big plays and getting turnovers, and it didn't get the big plays. It's the problem with the Buccaneers defense. When they don't get the big play, they're not stopping anyone. The Rams just scored all over them. It blew them out. 41-24, I think was the final. It was 40-something, 24. Bucs got a garbage time touchdown. I mean, final score is 34-24. It should have been 34-17, but they got a garbage time touchdown. Morale, woohoo. I don't know how. I don't see anyone beating the Rams from here on out. I'm gonna be honest, I think they will. Someone will beat them. I don't think they're going 17-0. 17. I don't think they're going 17-0. But the Bucs, man, they need to fix that defense. You know what they did to fix that defense? They signed Richard Sherman. I don't know how in shape he's going to be or what his mental state is going to be. But if he can return to a halfway decent corner, which the Buccaneers definitely need, especially with Murphy Bunting going down, then yes, this is a very good signing for the Buccaneers. Buccaneers saw the Chiefs had Josh Gordon. We're like, what was that, a corner? And Richard Sherman. I don't know if you forgot, Richard Sherman's a pretty good cornerback. Don't put him on a sorry receiver like Crabtree. You're going to see what happens. But more or less, the story is Rams won. They are the number 1 team in the NFL right now. I made all the Rams fans out there happy. I think Matthew Stafford, Cooper Kupp are balling out. Matthew Stafford could be MVP pick. He could. He takes his Rams to the playoffs. Hey, Rams are a Super Bowl team. They're going for a Super Bowl push. I said this when they signed or made the trade for Matthew Stafford. There is a Super Bowl team. There is no doubt. It's all about if Matthew Stafford can rise to the occasion. We saw what he can do in Detroit. Everybody's saying he's underrated. He's making those throws. Now he's in LA. He's on the spotlight. And for what we can tell so far, he's making those throws, especially to Deshaun Jackson, bringing back memories of my childhood, watching him ball out with Philly. So, got the Rams at 1. Can he keep this up? He got a big, big win. I think they can. Scheduling gets tougher. Seattle in a couple weeks. You got Arizona this week. Oh, and let's not forget, San Francisco 49ers are still a pretty darn good football team. Took 1 loss to the Packers, but you're all going to lose to the Packers. Aaron Rodgers is the GOAT. They got those 3 opponents. That's 6 games against pretty tough opponents. I don't care what the Seahawks record says. I don't care what the Seahawks record says. They're a good football team. Sure, their defense isn't, but when you got Russell Wilson at quarterback, they're always going to give you a game. I don't know if you noticed this. The Cardinals 3-0. Kyler Murray's balling out. He could be MVP. If that defense can come anywhere close to the way it played against Tennessee, it's going to be a pretty darn good defense. Oh, Cliff Kingsbury's play calling scares the hell out of me, but hey, they still got a pretty talented team around them. And the San Francisco 49ers. Great defense, great front 7. Packers offensive line held up, but they are still talented. Fred Warner, Nick Bosa coming off the edge. They are very, very talented. They need some secondary help. Maybe bringing back Richard Sherman would have been a pretty good idea. They didn't. Maybe they'll pay for it. I don't know. But I still think the Rams win that division pretty easily. Number 10, Panthers 9, Packers 8, Raiders 7, Cardinals 6, Chargers 5, Browns 4, Bills, Josh Allen jersey. It's nice. So nice. 3, Chiefs 2, Bucks 1, Ram. Where's your favorite team at? Who do you think should be higher? Who do you think should be lower? Tell me in the comments below. Make sure to leave a like and subscribe. And thank you for listening.